Hello, good morning. It is a freezing cold Sunday morning, but I just got a brand new GoPro Hero 8 Black. I kind of wanted to show it off a little bit. I am on standard right now on a wide shot. I'm planning on using this as my main vlogging camera, but I don't really like that fisheye look that GoPros usually have, or they always have really, but I wanted this camera for the wide angle lens. Well, the only problem with that is for it to be on wide angle, you have to have that fisheye shot. I was a little bit disappointed in that, but this is on standard right now. Their standard setting, it came preset on the phone, and it's set on wide. So what do you think? What do I sound like? Leave me some comments down below. I'm gonna try out all of the presets to see what they look like, and I'm gonna be talking through it so that you can kind of hear the microphone too. All right, let's turn it around and see what it sounds like facing forward. All right, so this is facing forward. We've got a little breeze blowing here, so hopefully you don't hear too much wind noise right now while I'm talking. They're supposed to have some, I think it was 6 microphones built into this. I don't really see any slots. Yeah, I see some slots on the side of the case. But they are going to release something called a media mod. It's like a cage that goes around it, and it has like a shotgun mic on there with some windscreens going around it. So hopefully that will take care of some of the wind noise that you might be hearing right now. Hopefully you don't hear any wind noise, but that's kind of inevitable in my opinion. So how did I get this? Did the trade up program. I had a really old Sony action cam. It wasn't even the best one. And I traded that in. It literally took like 3 weeks to get this one back. But I think it was a good trade-in. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to use this as my main vlogging camera. And just for reference too, this is the standard setting again with the wide angle shot. See how that house to the left is kind of bending? Not a huge fan of that. Maybe for like action scenes it might be good. Kind of feels like you focus on the center really well. But I do not like things bending going to the side of the camera. So let's try out the linear mode. Alright, right now we're still in standard, but this is linear. As you can see on this lamppost that I'm walking up to, it's not bending like it did on the wide angle shot. You probably still won't get as good of a shot of me as I'm like holding it towards my face in selfie style, but I think this is what I'm gonna have to shoot in, because I really do not like that fisheye look. Linear mode is where I think I'm gonna spend most of my time. On the screen right here, I don't really know what it looks like on the computer or on a TV, but on the screen right here, the colors are amazing. I'm really happy with this, what I'm seeing on this little screen. It's definitely better than my Sony action camera, but I mean, it's like literally like a 5-year difference between the two, so I can't really knock the Sony action camera too bad. So let's try this out selfie style, see what I look like. Alright, so I forgot to add that this is in 1080p still. It's not 4K. Oh, kind of got off on the screen there maybe. But right now I'm shooting selfie style on, let me adjust this real quick. Right now I'm shooting selfie style at about the same distance that I had the wide angle lens at. So hopefully you still get a good shot of my face and you can see what's going on. Hopefully I'm not pressed too far up against your screen. I was looking at some of the footage that I just did, and it seemed that it was really still. There wasn't hardly any shaking or bouncing going on, so that's really good. Like I said, we're still at 1080. I'm not a huge fan of 4K. I've got some really good internet, but it's gonna take even longer to upload these videos, so it's kind of easier to just roll with 1080 and just stick with that. So yeah, this when I traded in my Sony action camera, I got this camera for $300, so with tax it came up to around 320 bucks, and it's the first GoPro I've ever owned. I'm enjoying it. I like how small it is and how discreet. I'm a new vlogger, and if you guys don't know, it takes a lot of guts to walk around in public, especially if you're like Disney World or Carowinds or something, with a huge camera. So I kind of like how small these GoPros are. It's a little bit less discreet, and people don't really pay too much attention to you. So I'm going to go through the presets and change them up and keep recording. So this is on a preset called Activity, and it automatically goes to 2.7K at 60 frames per second. So I'm going to kind of jog a little bit and see if you can notice any bounce. We are also set to Super View, so that's like a really wide angle lens, but it still has that fisheye look that I don't care for. So yeah, I'm kind of bouncing a little bit higher on purpose. So what did it look like on camera? What do you guys think? So I am back on linear mode right now, standard preset. I forgot to say that the standard and the activity presets are all at 60 frames per second. So I look back at the footage of the Super View with the activity mode going, and I was really happy with what I saw. I was literally holding the camera at the same distance that I am right now, and it looked like I was 2 feet back further, and there was literally no bounce to it whatsoever. So that was really nice to see. Any of you joggers or active people are really gonna love the stabilization on this camera. Seems like GoPro went more towards the vlogging community here lately with this new release, but it's definitely for the more active community as well. So I'm really happy with my purchase. What do you guys think? I'm gonna leave a comment. I'm gonna do another video at night, because I have not seen any like low light reviews of this camera that I've enjoyed. I'm not a real professional vlogger or a camera person, so when they start spouting off a lot of those things, I really don't know what they're talking about. So I'm gonna make my own nighttime review about this camera and see if it helps some of you guys out there. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see that nighttime video coming up probably within the next couple days, please hit the subscribe button so that you can get notified that that's coming out. All right, so thanks for watching. Peace out and game over.